Okay guys, balikan lang natin tong conceptual. Below the fin massage po, how many types of stress present the wind load acting on the logo? Guys, tatandaan nyo na yung wind load natin, paano daw pagka nag-act dito? Okay. Ayan guys yun. Okay, ang tendency nyan, pagka ganyan, ito yung area na ino-occupy ng wind pressure natin. Ang magiging resultant nyan is nandito. So, technically, may force ka doon. So, ngayon, maraming pwedeng gawin yung force na yan. Una, pag diniinan mong ganyan yan, di ba, itong cross-section mo na to, di ba ang mangyayari yan, magbe-bend na pag ganun yan? Isa. So, meron kang bending stress, di ba? Okay na yun. Ngayon naman, itong force mo na to, ang tendency yan, iikot mo pa ganyan. Tama? Iikot niya yung poster mo, ay yung ano mo, logo board. Okay? Ibig sabihin, dalawa na. You have tension, you have torsion. You have the bending and torsion. Ngayon naman, magre-react to dito, di ba? At pag nag-react dyan yan, guys, yung reaction na yan is parallel to the cross-sectional area. Tama ba? So, ibig sabihin, ikaw ay makaka-experience din ng shear. So, ibig sabihin, you have 3. Now, in the given beam below, how many stress does beam AB experience? Una, by couple at B, ang tendency, ibabaluktot niya pa ganyan yan, di ba? So, you have bending stress. And then, meron ka ring reaction dito, you have shear stress. So, technically, you have 2, bending at saka shearing. In the given rod, how many stresses does the beam rod experience? Ito medyo tricky to eh. Bakit? Kasi, kung papansin niyo, okay, tingnan nyo mabuti kung saan naka-act yung ano. Okay? Dalawa na agad yan. Diba, ibe-bend niya to, itong cross-section mo na yan, parang ito lang yan, diba? Parang ito lang, parang yung, kumaga, ayan lang yun. Ang gagawin niya, diba, ibe-bend niya tong pag-ganon. Tama, itutulak niya pa kaliwa yung cross-section mo. And then, by application ng load na yan, makaka-experience ka din dyan ng force na opposite in direction na parallel to the cross-sectional area na to. Therefore, makaka-experience ka ng shear. Sir, bakit naman naging tricky yan? Kung titingnan nyo mabuti, i-check nyo itong mabuti. Hanapin mo yung neutral axis na ito. Ngayon, kung hindi nakadirekta dyan, yung load mo, ang tendency niyan, di ba pagka diniinan mo to dito, iikot na pa ganun yan. Tama ba? Kasi imbalance yung force na ma-experience niya. So, in this case, hindi sa neutral axis nag-act, therefore, meron kang tatlo dyan. So, you have torsion, you have the bending, and also you have shear. Okay? Next. A light fixture hanging from the ceiling. Ito guys, kaya importante yung importante magilas ka mag-analyze A light fixture hanging from the ceiling of ceiling by a rope. Ibig sabihin daw, ito daw yung rope mo, and then may nakabitin dito na para may tsura ng light. Diba yun yung light? May nakabitin dyan na light. Okay? The cross-sectional area of the rope is circular. The weight of the light is pulling downward perpendicular to the rope. Ay, nakarinig ka lang ng perpendicular. Boom! Normal stress. Mali yun, guys. Ibig sabihin yung the weight na to is acting perpendicular to the rope. Ang cross-section natin, if lalakihan ko, di ba ito yung rope natin? Ngayon, if yung force mo is nag-act parallel to that cross-sectional area, di ba dapat ang sagot ko dito ay shear? Tama, shear yan. Okay? Next. Okay, di ba? Napaisip ka rin, ano? So, for number 5 naman, guys, let's say, in the thrust shown, what stress does the member experience? Ito, guys, based on your imagination, isipin mo lang yan eh. Okay? Unahin daw natin si member AB. Ano daw yung na-experience si member AB? Okay, guys? Automatic, may internal force yan. Nakaka-experience yan ng internal stress, which is perpendicular to the cross-sectional area niya. So, either tension or compression stress yon. Now, kung hihilahin mo to dito, di ba itong tendency, itong portion na to hahabang pa ganun yan? Ibig sabihin, kung humahaba yan, ibig sabihin nakaka-experience ng tension force. Kapag hinila mo naman to dito, ang tendency na to, nung rope na to, di ba iikli yan papunta dun? Tama? Dahil madidiinan siya eh. Kung isipin mo, di ba? Ngayon naman, kung ganun pala, kung liliit yung member BC natin, therefore makaka-experience naman siya ng compressive stress. For connection at A, since this is pin and roller, pin muna. Di ba ganyan yung magiging reaction niya? Sa connection natin guys, yung connection natin is either actually, itong dalawa na to, makaka-experience naman ng shear and bearing. Okay. So, yan yung dalawang stress naman na may experience nung connection natin at A at saka support natin at C. Okay? Sorry. Yes, tama. Ngayon, kung tatanungin pa kung mas sorry, ang connection pala kasi dito is ito. So, ang na-experience nga niya, shear and bearing. Pero for support at C, okay, kung ang tatanungin, okay, this is for, teka lang. Okay, medyo tricky talaga yung mga tanong pagka sa concept eh. So, ibig sabihin, dito ang ma-experience niya is shear and bearing, yung connection natin at A. Pagka naman tinanong is yung support at C, di ba nakapatong dyan yan, pwedeng sabihin natin na may bearing dyan, yung bearing contact nilang dalawa. Hindi naman kasi tinanong, di ba, merong ganito yan, may force yan, tapos may bearing contact yung dalawa na to, so pwedeng bearing yan. Okay, pero kung connection din yung tanong sa kanya, pwede mo siyang dagdagan ng shear. Kasi ito ulit yung i-analyze mo dyan. Shear and bearing, okay? Depende na lang kung anong contact area. Is it between the bolt and the roller or the platform o yung pinaka-base, then yung pinaka-roller support natin. So, yun. Next, this stress uses length that is perpendicular to the resisting area. Okay? Sabi, this stress uses length that is perpendicular to the resisting area. In this case, guys, this is your force. Ito daw yung ito yung area. Therefore, ang na-experience mo is simply normal stress. The stress uses length that is perpendicular to the cross-sectional area. Halimbawa, square yan. Okay, ito yung Di ba ito yung kino-consider natin dyan. So, yung dimensions na i-consider mo is perpendicular to that force P. Okay? Next, experience stress by a beam subjected to a vertical load. Ito medyo tricky ulit to. Vertical load. Di ba guys, pagka ganyan, either magbe-bend ka, tsaka makaka-experience ka ng shear. Since sa question natin, or sa choices, wala ka naman nakalagay dyan na bending, so the safest possible answer is yung shearing. Okay, so that's the answer for for number 7.